Hey YouTube, this is the Art of Prepping. It does look like that all the predictions so far, especially through the Farmer's Almanac, that we're going to have an above average winter in the East Coast, a pretty decent winter in the middle plains of America, and possibly a more mild winter on the West Coast. It looks like it's panning out. My friends in each of those different regions are saying and backing up different facts that look like it's true. In the East Coast, I have friends that are talking about the very large mass of acorns. The mass of acorns, the harvest is unbelievable. This typically is a very good indicator, just like the woolly worm, or also known as the woolly bear worm, to say, hey, what's going on for winter. And the more that the trees yield typically is the more food for the animals so they can survive, put more body fat on for the winter. So there's a lot of telltale signs there. And so the ones in the middle plains are talking about a lot of signs as well that look at maybe possibly colder temperatures. They have various indicators there. And on the West Coast, things just seem to be going like nothing's going on at all. And so they'll probably have an easier time. But the Northeast, so in particular, I have friends there that talk to me about how things are changing already, how it's getting very cold already. And so I don't know in certain parts of America about the weather in terms of how long fall is going to last. I know where I live, some years it only lasts, seemingly, in terms of the actual appropriate weather, just maybe a month or so. Sometimes it almost feels like it's just a few weeks, and then it goes right into winter. And so this year so far, we've got a nice transition going on. But unfortunately, though, we're going to get hit pretty hard. At least various parts of America is. And so just make sure you continue to prepare now, just like you would want to prepare for the election if someone else gets in that we don't want, or for other storms and things. Being prepared to be snowed in, or to be caught in an ice storm, or to have your power cut out, or power go out because of the weather. These are things that you should be already prepared for. But if not, go ahead and prepare for them now. I just wanted to also talk real briefly about my ebook. The ebook is almost 70% done. It's like right there on the edge of 70%. So I'm very proud of that. I think that things are moving along very well. I'm at this point now in the book that I'm just compiling list of recommended gear. So I'm going to continue to do that. There's going to be a lot of recommended items and different types of philosophies. And so my hope is within the next month, if all goes well, I should be able to finish the writing portion of it and then continue to do proofreading for at least a few weeks, at least that, and then I'll put it up. So I think it really is looking like by the time of around Christmas, or at least sometime during December. I mean, that's the goal, at least sometime around December, or in the month of December, I should say. We should probably be able to get that up. Now that's very exciting. It's going to be a very compact preparation guide, and I think it'll serve well for the newbie preppers, like I said, the beginners, and even some of the intermediate level preppers that just need a bigger picture view of what prepping is all about. And even for advanced preppers, or pro preppers as I call them, this still could be a good thing as a teaching tool to others that are just new to prepping, or to just kind of use it as just kind of glance over and use it as maybe a reference as well, just to make sure you have all the aspects of prepping included into your arsenal. And so this is something that I'm constantly trying to improve upon and increasing my awareness of what all the aspects are. It's a lot more complicated than just having extra food, extra water, and a flashlight with extra batteries. Some people would want you to think of that it's that easy. It can be, doable and easy in a sense if you know what you're actually trying to obtain and what you're trying to, goal-wise reach. And you have a plan of action, and you can break it down into smaller steps. And so that's what this whole ebook that I'm writing is about. It's very simple, but it's very concise, and it makes you think just a little bit. It gets a little bit outside the box, and it's not a lot of like how to do certain things. It's about what are things out there that you should know about, or just general philosophies that some people know and other people don't. So I'm not going to just assume anything in this book. I'm just writing things down, and as elementary as they may be, or as more advanced as they may be, depending on your perspective, it's going to be in there. Now, once again, this is not going to be just this massive reference book, but it's a guide, and I equate that to more of an outline. And so hey, just be, to be mindful that this is coming up, relatively soon. Hopefully I'll have this done. Like I said, December will be here before you know it. The end of the year is just down the road. Christmas is almost here in a way, if you think about it. So we're coming fast to the end of the year. And so like I said, I'm going to hold to what I said. The ebook will start out at 99 cents. It's an amazing deal. And then after 1 month, I'll give you guys, all my subscribers, 1 month to acquire that at that deeply discounted rate. And then after that, I'm either going to double or triple. I haven't decided. When I get there, and I'll see the sales numbers and everything and see what's going on. If it's selling really ridiculously good, I may have to triple it, just because at 99 cents, I only personally make like around 30 cents profit. I'm not sure if you ever sold books on Kindle, on Amazon, but if you look at the fees, they're horrendous. And so obviously this is not a big money maker at all. So I looked into it, and I'd be making about 30 cents on the dollar, if I sold it for 99 cents, for example. So that really is not a very good amount. What I was wanting to do, and this is outlined in my ebook, that I'm taking half the profits and giving it to charity, and the other half is reinvested into the channel for new gear. And that's it. I'm not going to like put it in my pocket and pay electric bills or nothing with it. This is all for you guys. This is like a charity for me. I'm just giving this away. So this is what the deal is. And so I think it would be more logical for it to be between $1.99 to $2.99 on the lower end, at least eventually. So maybe after that first month, I'm going to pop it up to double or triple. So it shouldn't be hard to dig up, or save 99 cents. Okay. So this is the only time that the channel has done anything to raise money, or obviously as a direct means to support the channel. I've never asked for money before from you guys. I never asked for anything. So this is the only opportunity that's coming up in the near, foreseeable future. If you want to support the channel, all you gotta do is get together 99 cents. So it should be real good, and you'll get a lot from it too. You're gonna really like it, and even if you know the majority of information, which you probably don't, but even if you do, even if you're a little more advanced, you'll still have it all together in one package deal. You can keep it on your phone at the download, or it could be on your computer, or you could just print it out, and it'll be compact enough if you print on both sides that you can either laminate it or just keep it in a more watertight bag or seal. Like maybe it could even be a map, a map pouch that's water resistant or waterproof, and you could just keep that in there. If hopefully that would fit in there. And so yeah. I mean, this is going to be good. This is going to be concise and to the point. Not a lot about me jibber jabbering in this particular ebook at all. So just once again, keep an eye out for it. I do get questions on it, not a lot, but every once in a while about what's going on. So I just wanted to update you on that. And so, yeah, I got about 30% left, and it's very exciting. I'm getting more motivated to do more every day. So sometimes I have a goal of 1 page a day. Sometimes I'm trying to do up to as much as 2 pages a day with the proofreading in the same day, which is actually kind of difficult. So sometimes I proofread 2 to 3 times before I move on to the next section. And then after I do it in the next section, I come back to the first section or the previous section and do one more proofread. And believe it or not, it's amazing. Even if you proofread in a section 3 or 4 times, sometimes you still catch stuff. And it's mind-blowing. Sometimes it's a grammar issue or it's a spelling issue, but typically not spelling with all the technology now that's available for spell check. But so anyways, that's just an update. I hope everybody's doing well. If anybody has any questions about the channel, anything that's been on your mind, I know there's a lot of people that that like to see certain videos. I'm not exactly taking a lot of video requests right now. I've had a handful earlier that I've done, and I mean, I'm open to it, but I have so many videos that are backlogged and so many ideas written down. I have about 100 ideas, literally. I do brainstorming sessions. I probably told you this, and so I have ideas coming out of my ears. So while I'll entertain your ideas and I really appreciate the input, I can't even keep up with all of my own ideas. So hey, but feel free to leave that in the comment section if there is something on your mind, or if you just want to say, hey, how's it going? Just say hello. That's really cool too, man. I really appreciate people just checking in. And so I feel like that you're not just watching the first 30 seconds of a video and then leaving. Maybe, I always feel like if you say hello or just check in for 5, maybe it's a word or two, just like, hey, thanks for the video, or hey, how's it going? Or I enjoyed this. It just gives me more feedback, because if I don't get feedback, I don't know how well I'm doing. It's kind of common sense. Some of my videos, I get a lot of feedback, which I really appreciate. Some videos, sometimes I don't even almost get any comments. It's like, well, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? Is it just not interesting? Is it just this information not applicable to you guys as my audience? So I try to look at that as another aspect of my content that I create. So please feel free to interact, even if it's a small way. Just interact with the channel on some level that helps me, even if it's just once a week. Just some interaction. I really appreciate that. It goes a long way to helping me understand what you like and don't like. Besides looking at the like button and besides looking at the view numbers, because some people will view the video but may not like it. And I was really shocked with the video that I talk about how to make or help America, doing general things, educating their youth. And it wasn't anything, no radical stuff in that video at all, like most of my videos. I don't say nothing crazy, but people really didn't like that. I'm like, wow, how can bettering America be that big of a controversial thing? This is why I have concerns, So I'm trying to understand you guys as viewers, and of course, not all of you said that. It's probably could be even people that don't even belong on the channel. They were making some really nasty comments and emailing me and stuff, and hitting the unlike button, the thumbs down button, which was horrible, on a good video. So if you want to help me on that too, hit the ups button, the like button. It really does help a lot, as you probably have heard about through other channels. My channel can't get out and get viewed as much. It doesn't get exposure unless you like the video. It really helps. That and the views, they kind of go together. And it just kind of, it's like icing on the cake when there's a lot of comments in there. So people, when they first find the video, they watch the video and they see that there's like 50 to 100 or whatever comments, or even a half a dozen comments. At least they know that this other people are on the same page, and they feel more free and relaxed just to put something down, versus if there was no comments, they may go, well, no one's really cares about this video, and they won't even put anything down, even though that they probably wanted to. So feel free to interact. This is a very interactive type of channel. Probably at least 9 out of every 10 comments I do comment back. The only reason of the 10% I don't is because of something crazy that's said, and I have to delete that particular comment because it's completely obscene, or I ban the person, or the comment is not even really directed toward getting a comment back. Maybe it's just like, hey, I love the video, and even then I usually kind of say, well, thanks a lot for watching, but there's sometimes the actual comment just doesn't really need, because sometimes I get slammed with comments. I really do, because I go to other channels too, and I leave my comments on their videos. So I get responses from them and from you guys, from my own subscribers. And so there's days that I could have, well, you probably wouldn't even believe how many different types of comments and, interactions I get, anywhere probably from 50 to 150 types of transactions a day. And so it's a lot of messages. It's a lot of messages. It's real hard for me to keep up. So believe it or not, more time of my day on maintaining this channel is actually trying to answer questions or interacting through messaging than making videos. That's totally true. So hey, this video is getting a little long. You guys take care. Catch you later.